No problem.
Just as proceedings were about to commence, we were asked to leave. It was hard not to feel concern for Lily as we left the house. She seemed more apprehensive about what she was doing than she had done over the past few weeks. Perhaps the reality of the situation was beginning to dawn on her. It certainly was for me.
It was just weird. Like, that's all I can describe it as. It's just so weird. Like, Lily seemed a bit more nervous than she seemed throughout this.
Sorry. It's okay. No, it's okay. Just take
1 minute.
Are you still planning to do what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge. Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Warning, some contents in this video is disturbing and disgusting. Please proceed with caution. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Pebbles. Thank you for always coming back to watch me. It's a pleasure having you here. It is freezing cold in New York City. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if my content interests you. Smash that like button. Leave your comments in the comment section and let's talk about it. Turn on your notification bell if you want to be, notified whenever I upload a video. So let's get into it. Today we are jetting over to the UK. Yes, we're not in Yabanze village today, guys. Let's go over to the UK. It's cold over there as well, but it's okay. I am well prepared. Today's topic will be about a London-based influencer, and her name is Lily Phillips, only 23 years old. Lily Phillips. Lily Phillips came across my YouTube feed and my news feed recently because she was trending based on something that she did that a lot of people thought was despicable and disgusting. So we're going to talk about it not in detail because YouTube will sort of censor my video, okay, or restrict my video if I get into this in detail. So I will use keywords and you guys will just figure out what I'm trying to say, okay? It snowed in New York City today. Not too much in Manhattan, but it snowed in Queens a lot. I love the snow, by the way. It is actually my third Christmas in New York City. I usually don't spend Christmas here. I'm always in the Caribbean, enjoying the wonderful weather in the Caribbean. And I heard that it was raining in the Caribbean, so I'm not missing anything. Circumstances beyond my control has kept me here this Christmas. So pray for me, please. I don't know how I'm going to manage. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about this Lily Phillips girl. As I said, she's only 23 years old and she is trending for all the wrong reasons. To her, these are the right reasons why she is trending, okay? So this OnlyFans, Lily Phillips, I guess she is an OnlyFans model, they call them. I wouldn't call them that, but that's what people are calling these girls and guys these days. OnlyFans Lily Phillips broke down in tears while detailing how she had sex with 100 men. I don't know if I'd recommend it, she says. Having sex with 100 men in a single day was not what OnlyFans model Lily Phillips expected it to be. You heard me right. She engaged with 100 men in one day.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the 30th, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. If I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100,
At only 23 years old, okay? 23, what were you guys doing at 23 years old? I'm certainly sure that I wasn't doing 100, man. What about you? After offering her male fans a chance to sleep with her, the 23-year-old detailed the NSFW experience in a recent documentary. Yes, she did a documentary about it. It's bad enough that this girl went and did 100 men, but she had the nerve to do a documentary on it. Like, where is the shame these days? People are just so open with all these things. Like, one time ago, if a girl did 2 guys, she would be embarrassed to say my body count is 2. This girl did 100 and she is not embarrassed to talk about her body count. 100 in one day. One day. I didn't say 100 overall. 100 in one day.
I got run through by 101 guys. Now, I've had a lot of backlash so far about it.
And she's not embarrassed to talk about it. In fact, she is doing press conferences and documentaries, okay, and YouTube videos to talk about her experience. Imagine.
How's it going so far?
Good.
How many are we on?
Only 8.
8 guys.
Only 8, not
You
not
enjoying
enough.
yourself?
Yeah, I am actually.
Lily Phillips. Such a beautiful name, by the way. Lily, the flower lily. I love lilies. Not deserving. Not deserving at all, okay? She is not deserving of such a beautiful name. If I'm honest, she says, it was hard work. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Well, first off, I feel like I should say most people don't have a hard day of work like that. I think obviously what you're doing is kind of a bit of an extreme sport, right? Putting it mildly.
In fact, Lily had to excuse herself to cry in another room shortly after she performed the feat, saying that it was definitely more intense than she thought. It's hard having the interactions with them, she said through tears, explaining that she constantly felt pressured to give the men a good time. The London-based influencer added that several men even tried guilt-tripping her into extending their time together. So I guess, how many minutes did she last if she's doing 100? Oh my goodness. 100 in one day for 14 hours.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah,
I guess the interactions when, like, I'd have to stop them early and, like, you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And, like, the awkward interaction of, like, you feeling pressure to have to make them if, like, you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like, you didn't give them a good time because, like, they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way, like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like, some people just travel so far, like, I didn't want to give them a shit time and, like, come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit.
Nonstop. I'm wondering, did she stop to do a lunch break or anything like that, or she just did it continuously without breaking to eat or drink anything? No, I'm pretty sure she would have been DEAD if she didn't stop to eat or drink something. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What is the world coming to, people? It's not like normal sex at all, she shared. It makes me feel so bad. So why are you doing it if it makes you feel so bad? Make this make sense. It's not making sense to me. But as Lily pointed out, the timer didn't start right as the men walked in the door. After all, there was an introduction and some small talk to get the man comfortable. Also, she probably has someone timing her as well. Ridiculous. And while her room was littered with condoms at the end of the night, Lily said her downstairs is not really sore. Surprisingly, well, at least she used plastic rubbers. Surprisingly, she added, it's more just tired. So does Lily regret taking part in these, activities? Not quite. She doesn't regret it at all. Last week, I did 101 guys. She revealed in a November video shared on X, formerly Twitter. This was just the warm-up because in February, I am going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. So it is said that Lily is trying to do 1,000 guys in one day. She is trying to go for the record, break her own record, and do 1,000 guys in one day. Imagine.
Do the, what I've called the 1,000. Are you still planning to do the, what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, so my assistant's currently going through the 5,000 applications we have. It'll take place in England.
Yeah.
They'll be getting, honestly, as quick as possible, in, out. I just want a conveyor belt.
Right.
So as in like, we're hoping to get it done a lot before the 24 hours. We're maybe thinking most, it'll be 17 hours.
So I read somewhere that you wanted to sleep with a 100-year-old man.
I did, but somehow I don't think it'll be quite as easy to find a 100-year-old man. I would love to though, if anyone's watching who's hitting the hundreds, hitting the triple digits, hit me up.
Now this documentary has sparked a huge conversation about sex. It started as a internet stunt, a massive internet stunt, and now it is a shocking cultural conversation that disgusts a lot of people. But this has gone viral on the internet ever since the documentary of Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old from the United Kingdom, from London to be specific, spoke about her having sex with 100 men in one day and her desire to have sex with 1,000 men in one day. She discussed the aftermath, broke down everything that happened during the act and how she felt after the act. The filmmaker Josh followed Phillips as she prepared for 100 men in a day stunt, capturing her thoughts going into it as well as the emotional aftermath.
Yeah, and do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
I came to last night after work.
Oh guys, we are running behind.
I got in at 6 o'clock today. Oh my god.
I'm excited just to get the first one in.
Yeah.
You just want it to start. It's doing a race, you just want it to start.
It's early in the morning to be out.
Yeah, it is.
And 5 minutes each, right?
5 minutes each. Twice probably might do a little bit less time. I think there's about 8 of them.
Okay.
That's all I don't want to keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Yeah. Just all the best.
Thank you. Kill it.
Yeah, careful. Kill it. Lots of fluids.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you mind not filming the guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just as proceedings were about to commence, we were asked to leave. It was hard not to feel concern for Lily as we left the house. One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night and I'm leaving basically after. I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
Pie,
Yeah,
British
in the
pie,
pub,
pie
yeah.
and mash.
Yeah.
How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. It's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it.
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. It feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely. Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Just take
Yeah,
it
1
away.
minute.
Yeah,
That documentary, which he uploaded to YouTube on December 7th, has gotten more than 5 million views and ignited a passionate reaction. In conversation with Peters, Phillips says that she considers herself a feminist and talks about destigmatizing the word SLUT. I do what I want to do because I enjoy it.
I've always said this. I did this as a hobby before I did it for work. So I was sleeping around and doing these stuff like that before I actually did OnlyFans. I was a lot more promiscuous off camera. And so no, I do this job because I love it so much. And to me, obviously money in every job is a big thing, but it's not about the money for me.
She lies. I don't think she enjoys it. I think she enjoys the money. I think she enjoys the fame from it. Meaning, she has a lot of money, and when you have a lot of money, you feel like you are powerful, right? You feel like, oh, I'm rich, I can do whatever I want. That's what she enjoys.
Any money was like, ah. So when I first started, I made in like my first 24 hours, I made $2,000. Yeah, I know. And like as I broke uni soon, I was like, I'm rich. I was like, no, that's like so much money, you know what I mean?
And
like
in university, that's like drinks on me for the
yeah. It's like to my friends, look, I'm rich.
What about going to college and working hard? People don't do those things anymore. It's always a quick come up to make quick money. I do what I want to do, and I do it because I enjoy it. I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I am making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Guys are always going to sexualize me. So I may as well try to profit off of it. Oh, so she's making this seem like, you know what? There are people out here doing it for free anyway. Yeah, so let's discuss this more in detail. So I just read out, what this girl is all about and what she did. Her goal is to do 1,000 men in one day. Her mother, what surprised me in all of this, her mother is her manager. Yes, you heard me right. Her mother is her manager. I think it was her mother there who was doing the whole timing and everything. I don't know. But her mother is her manager. What type of parents does this girl have? They failed her. They failed her. If her own mother wants to be her manager, they failed her.
The facts are, her parents have to be questioned as well, very heavily, because if you are strong parents and you raise your children properly, they're not going to make OF content in the very first place. Now, I believe they're involved with her life quite a bit, and they know all about this, and it seems like they feel no shame, so allow me to tell you, you are failing your daughter, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the questions that I certainly had when I was reading into your story was, I think that you kind of tried to portray it like you had this like normal upbringing. And I obviously don't buy that because I have children and I have a daughter, and your mother being involved in this signals to me that you had anything but a normal upbringing, because there's no mother that would spiritually want to see her child violated like that, because that's what it is, whether you perceive it or not. Your mother is watching you or helping you or dealing with the finances of you being violated 100 times in one day. And so I was very disturbed by that more than anything else. Is like I've heard of OnlyFans girls. I've sat down with them, respectfully on the Whatever podcast, and a lot of them have stories and they understand that, my mom, my dad, my upbringing didn't do this. It led me to this choice in life, but you don't seem to have recognized your mother's abuse in this, which is quite alarming to me. So I'm just curious about your relationship with her.
They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal. They love me, and what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me. They just want to do what they can to help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like I think that would just make everyone more upset.
I'm not arguing that they should disown you. I mean, I understand like a mother's love for their child. I'm saying that it is unnatural for your mother to be counting the finances that you're earning from having 100 strangers violate you on the internet for cash, you know? And that is the part that there's just no way to normalize that. There's no way to normalize that. I'm a parent. There's no way, like I have a daughter. And
I don't know what this is, guys. Is it mental health? Is it attention seeking? Is it crying out for a mother's love? A daughter crying out for her mother's love or her father's love? What is it? I don't get it. And then to think about the men as well, you can't just blame this 23-year-old. What about the men who participate in this act? They are to be blamed as well.
The dudes also are to blame here. Some dude watching right now is going, oh my gosh, how can you say that? It's just a whoop. Did she force him to go to this event? No. It's clear to see they have a very bad sex/PORN addiction, and they are so desperate for intimacy, they are willing to share it with 99 other men.
No healthy man in his right mind would be a part of this. I mean, if to volunteer to be a part of this is on either side means that there's something really wrong with you.
Something is seriously wrong with them. Something is seriously wrong with all of them. I think that Lily needs help. This is what I think. I don't think with her saying that, oh, you know, I am just trying to destigmatize, you know, this sort of thing. I want to make this normal. I am happy doing this. This is what I want to do anyway, because in the long run, I would be doing it for free. So why not get paid for it? And, you know, I do it because I am happy and because it's what I love doing. No, I don't think that's why she's doing it. I think that she's doing it for the fame. I think she's doing it for the money, her and her mother. It is out of desperation for money. There is this thing with a lot of younger generation that they want to get rich really fast. So they'll do whatever it takes. Anything that is going to be a quick come up in making a whole lot of money, making them millionaires. They don't have to go to school to study. They don't have to go through all that headache. You know, just lay on my back and hey, I can become a millionaire. Why not?
I'm new booking and this is how much money I made doing FS. So I was with him for a total of 5 hours, and that's not including travel time. So it took about 2 hours to get there and then 2 hours to get back. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But they don't think about the long-term effect that this is going to cause, both physically and mentally, that this can cause on their body. You know, they don't think about those things. They're just thinking about now when they are so young. They're not going to feel it right now, but who knows, a few years down the line, they don't think about STDs and those kind of things, even though they are using condoms. But sleeping with 100 men in one day, imagine how many men that she slept with in 1 week. Seriously. And you're going to tell me that she won't get not even one STD? You're going to tell me that there won't be one time that the protection breaks or the protection slides off, or some STDs you can get while using protection. So, you know, I don't know what is going through this young lady's head.
In with the whole, you'd be happy if you got AIDS? You're happy you got AIDS? Do some research. You don't just get AIDS. Like, that's not how things work. You know?
How'd you get AIDS?
You get HIV first, and then that turns into AIDS, right?
How'd you get HIV?
Or from.
Oh, I think that's what you meant, right?
But like, why are you shouting in my ear about AIDS and stuff like that?
I think he was more trying to say, would you be happy with getting AIDS?
Stuff like this is part of life and a part of being sexually active now.
Is it concerning though when you've got so much flying at you and you're like, okay, this might be AIDS, this might be AIDS? Or...
Not really.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what to say, guys, because she's glamorizing this, you know, and this is not the first time that women have done this, but this is the first time that someone did it and made a documentary about it. And I think it became viral because of the, you know, pity. There's pity there because she's crying, and at the same time she is laughing, and then there's another minute she is crying again. So it's touching people's heart, and you know, I guess that's why this documentary got so much attention, really, because besides that, I'm pretty sure that people wouldn't really care if she didn't go through that emotional aspect of it on live camera and did a whole documentary about it. No one would care.
Somebody cry or play the victim, I can just start playing the violin afterwards. It's going to add a whole nother layer to the videos. I think we can all agree on that one. Now, when the internet saw her reaction, you know, they saw the state she was in, the tears, etc., very predictably, they felt sorry for her. Somehow, some way, a victim narrative, as I said last time, has been created. What a load of garbage. Look, I ain't in the mind of, oh, I'm feeling sorry for every single person. Nah. I know we live in this time where it's a very soft, feminine society, and we put feelings on one of the highest pedestals, but there's no excuse. And it's actually interesting I say that, because in a lot of other aspects, we see people say, facts don't care about your feelings. Let's talk about the facts. But in this case, that's not what people are doing.
But now people are talking about it because something is definitely wrong. And, you know, I think that mentally she is not okay. She is not okay. Can't be. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section about all of this, because I know deep down that mentally, even though she's saying that she's fine and this is what she wants to do with her life and it's her life, and she is just destigmatizing what people think about someone like her sleeping with over 100 men. She is destigmatizing that. I can't say some of the words on YouTube because, you know, YouTube is sensitive and I don't want them to limit the ads on my video, even though I know they will because of the type of video that I'm making. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Read between the lines. Lily is certainly sick in the head. She is. The reaction to her stunt has been harsh, with people sharing wide-range views on what such an extreme act may mean for society or our culture.
This is literally sick. To post something like this on TikTok, where kids watch TikTok, guys.
Eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids.
For you to get to the point where you're doing things like that, you completely removed your soul from intimacy, guys. All we can do is just pray for someone like her. We're losing quality women, guys. We're genuinely losing quality.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like, our new generation coming up and seeing her doing these things, don't you think it's going to affect them? Don't you think they're going to think that it's okay for me to become a millionaire by doing this as well? This is a fast come up. I don't need to go to college anymore. College is a waste of my time. Don't you think that that's what these 18-year-olds are going to think? Don't you think that's what these 16-year-olds are going to think? Especially the ones who are running away these days from their parents because their parents are too strict. The parents want them to go to college. The parents want them to study hard in school so that they can become someone, you know, someone valuable to society, instead of laying on their backs and just making money. Right? What influence is she going to have on these younger children? This is bad for society. There's no way this is good for society. You know, it's okay to do things and do it behind closed doors, but when you come out and brag about it and talk about it and make it seem like it's okay, then that's where the problem comes in. I don't think that they should have released this documentary. Deep down in my heart, I honestly don't feel that they should have released this documentary. This girl needs God in her heart. She needs the Bible. She needs holy water. I don't know. She needs something, because what she's doing is disgusting and despicable and should not be celebrated by you, me, or anyone. People are saying that Lily is a victim. I don't think Lily's a victim. I don't think Lily's a victim. Come on. Unless you have a mental problem. But I don't think she's a victim. You know, we all can pave our own path after we pass 18 years old. We can. We definitely can. And whether we go up or down, it's up to us. So I don't think that she is a victim. No one is forcing her to do what she's doing. So no, Lily is not a victim.
So it's nonsense. And now I've heard that, well, Lily is harming herself. This is a self-destructive thing that she's doing. It's self-harm. But the men are also harming themselves. Having sex with a woman when you are, you know, number 62 in line out of 100 or whatever. That's a lot of things. That is disgusting. That is revolting. That is nauseating. That is awful. That is demeaning. That is emasculating. That is all the bad things. It's also harmful to the men. They are putting themselves at severe risk, severe. You know, for physical reasons, big one being the diseases that you are subjecting yourself to, almost certainly. Also harming yourself mentally and emotionally. So, if she is a victim, why aren't they? In fact, if she's being exploited, why aren't they being exploited? She's the one profiting. You know, you could say, oh, well, no healthy woman with a right mind would do something like this. So she's a victim. No healthy man in his right mind would be a part of this. I mean, if to volunteer to be a part of this is on either side means that there's something really wrong with you.
I want to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in one day.
And I'm supposed to feel any empathy here?
Absolutely not.
The media and other women are trying to portray this behavior as empowering. Empowering. This is how they are, you know, trying to make believe that what this girl doing is so empowering for her to be doing this, doing so many men, and she's able to talk about it and talk about it openly. You know, she's no longer embarrassed of doing these things. Women are no longer embarrassed of doing these things and talking about it, because there was a time when if a girl did, like I said, more than 2 guys, they would not talk about it because we want to keep our body count as low as possible because it's embarrassing to have a high body count. But Lily and her mother doesn't think so. And the media is giving this girl so much attention. And there are women literally rooting for this girl to do 1,000 men in one day. They see this as so empowering for a female to do whatever she wants to do because it's her body and no one has the right to tell her what to do with her body. What is this world coming to, people? What is this world coming to? Someone please tell me, because I'm not understanding. Seriously though, when did women believe that being so promiscuous is empowering and so liberating? Having no self-respect for oneself is so empowering and liberating. When did this happen? Is this a feminism? I think it is. Because as I said, in my days, and even in some of you days that are younger than me, we would be embarrassed to tell someone that our body count is more than what we can count on one hand. We would be afraid to be exposed. We would be looked down on. We would be shamed. We would be called all sorts of despicable names if people find out that our body count is more than 1. Seriously. But this girl has no shame because women are making her feel that this is empowering and this is liberating and it's freedom to do what you want because it is your body. This is what the world has come to, my dear people. She has very low self-esteem, no respect for her body, no respect for her family, and her mother is just as bad as she is because her own mother is her manager, who is also pushing for her to do 1,000 men in one day. This young lady seems broken. There was one minute where she was crying in the documentary, another minute where she was fine, and then she says she wants to do more men, and then at one point she said this is not really what she wants to do. So she is broken. Something is definitely wrong with her. Perhaps she had a bad childhood. Perhaps something happened to her along the way in her younger years, and this is what causing her to lash out like this. Is it that her mother is forcing her to do this? I am not understanding. I am baffled by the action of Lily. I am baffled by the action of this 23-year-old. And they're calling these girls what you call it? They're calling these girls OnlyFans models. Really, they're not models. OnlyFans models. No, you know, I thought that OnlyFans people sell like feed pictures and you just sweet talk, man. I didn't know that they get into the act on OnlyFans. I didn't know that it was openly an sex site. I had no clue. I'm just learning this after I saw this article. I thought it was just like a tease website. You go there and you sell pictures and you sell your feet pictures and you sell like stuff like that, you know? I didn't know that this kind of stuff happens on OnlyFans. So all those stars that are on OnlyFans, they're doing this sort of things. I don't know, guys. This is new to me. I just know that this young lady has no self-respect, no dignity, and that she is a lost soul. And that for people who are, there are people who are glamorizing what she's doing, like it is something special, like she is in the Olympics or something, and she's, you know, winning a gold medal for doing all this thing. Like, this is a sport. This is how they are viewing this activity that she is doing. They don't think that she's doing anything wrong. They don't think that this is disgusting or anything like that. They are actually cheering her on and supporting her, including her family. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. This young lady is supposedly influencing other young women. And she brags not only about being with 100 men in one day, she brags about all the money that she's making, that she is a multi-millionaire. Okay, she makes a lot of money doing this. It's not for free. So when young girls her age or younger see this, and people are glamorizing it and making it seem like it is okay, this is normal. In 2024, these things are normal. What do you think is going to happen? A lot of these young girls are going to want to try it because she is an influencer. She's influencing people. And she's just going to ruin other young women. Because this is bad. This is not a good thing. This is disgusting. This is nasty. 16-year-olds will think that this is liberating and exciting. Yes. Young girls, 16 to 18, 19, 20, 21, they're going to think that, oh my God, this is so exciting. Look at Lily. She's beautiful. Look at how good she looks. And look, oh my gosh, it's quick money. She's making a whole lot of money. Let us go and try it. It's fast-tracked to wealth. And they will want to try this. This is what is heartbreaking. That a lot of other young women will follow suit into doing what Lily is doing. If people are so comfortable with discussing this disgusting act, imagine how messed up the world is. As I said, no one is embarrassed about this type of activity or behavior anymore. So they feel very comfortable discussing this in a documentary. Imagine how many more people are out there just like her, but they're probably doing this behind closed doors. Because if she's so comfortable discussing it, I'm pretty sure there are other people out there who's doing this, especially on OnlyFans, but they prefer not to do a documentary on this. Now, these actions, honestly, when girls do this, it's for money, for sure. If she wasn't getting paid, I don't think she would do it. Like, she says she enjoys it. One minute she doesn't enjoy it. So she's conflicting, you know. But these actions are because of the materialistic world that we live in. People want to get rich fast, as I said. And this is why I think she is resorting to this type of thing. Okay? But I will leave clips here and there of her talking about it, and I will also leave clips of people discussing this to see what their thoughts are on it. And you can also let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this girl, you know, just exposing herself like this and putting it out in the world that she is with 100 men in one day and she would like to do 1,000 men in one day. What could be the cause for a woman to go that route in life? Tell me what you think in the comment section.
So that's just better parenting. I mean, the idea that these women are being compelled by money and willing to leave a life that so much will be taken from them in the future. What is the trade-off here? Be life in exchange you have money in your bank account? I mean, that's the problem. It's just poor parenting.
What profits a woman if she gains the world but loses her soul? This is all about money. And a lot of people lose their soul because of money, including myself. Sometimes I feel like I am losing my soul, not by doing this, what Lily is doing, but by doing other things, especially some of my reactions. Sometimes I feel that way. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to smash that like button. I know this is a short video, quick and sweet, but discuss it in the comment section with me. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.